Hi guys, and in today's video we're going to concentrate just purely on what I'm calling the Opal Christmas Tree, because every time I do a light rub on this, more and more what I think look like Christmas lights appear. So for those that haven't seen, this is the most animated side of the stone. However, we just started to get some colour on the top, so we're working on the top. Well, you can't see it quite as well at the moment, but there is some colour there. So we're going to work on the top today. We're also going to do some light rubbing on this side and the back, and this back as well, where we found from the last video a bit of a sand spot, but it doesn't worry me too much. So we're going to go and do about 15 minutes on this stone, something like that. So we're going to start with the middle wheel. Let's get the water going for us. There we go. Should start rocking and rolling anytime soon. Let's make sure I've got everything going. Okay, we've got water. There we go. Let's get the lights, camera action and all that. Right, so let's get going with the top of the stone first. Did see some colour last time, so quite keen to keep going on this side. Oh yeah, you can see that. Let's zoom that in so you can see what I'm looking at. You can see some green on the top now, and there's a lovely line of red there. Do you see that? Boom. Yeah, there's a lot of colour, but we'll keep going. Keep going, because we don't have a long time today. I'm going to keep going. I'm going to keep pushing on the top here. Oh, yeah, that red's lovely. That red, nice. So if this were an Opal Christmas tree, it'd be nice to have lights on all the sides of it, right? Oh yeah, that red's getting quite nice and flashing. Got some green and yellow approaching, and some blue. So it's looking pretty good. Do another minute or two on this side. Whoopsies. And then we're going to move over to the side of the stone. We're going to touch it lightly on the stone that has, on the side that has the most colour, to see what effect that might have. I might even use the hand tool a little in this video. Oh yeah, you can see the colours there. Do a bit more pressing, then we'll take a tour of the top of the stone, and we'll see. Okay, right, let's turn this off for a moment, just for a moment, and we'll take a quick tour of the top of the stone. So, right there, we got a few more flashes, and there's this broad red flash here. See there how long that is? That's quite a nice long red flash. This green goes into orange, which is quite cool, yellowy orange below that. And there's a blue tinge here, like a teal. I think that's the name of the colour. This is quite rainbowy here on top here. Do you see when I'm going back and forth? That's quite cool. Number of colours there, probably 3 or 4 different colours underneath this bit here. So that's really good news. We are going to take a quick tour around the stone. Yeah, there's a bit more lines coming up on the side here, but they're a bit smaller colour. So it's quite hard to see. There's a slight concern of a crack And you can kind of see it emerging, but hopefully it isn't too deep. Any other colour here? Can't see it at the moment, but there are kind of seam lines here which have got a bit of potching, so that might appear at some point, but most of the action is happening where I showed you, which is just in this part here, where I've got some beautiful, beautiful colours. That area must go so many colours, because it's the whole rainbow. You got red, orange, yellow, green, and blue. All of that in that one little bit there. That's just such a good sign of the colour. Right, now let's keep going. Let's keep going, because you know we've got other things to do. We'll save the touch on the side, on this side, till a little bit later in the video, and we're going to touch up this side here, because that is showing some good colour, which is good. Let me just zoom out for you, and we're going to spend a couple of minutes on this side. Wow, there's some really beautiful colour showing up here. That's lovely. I'll just zoom in a touch for you. Did not mean to do that. To see that blue and red and gold, look at that. That is really bright, that orangey ready gold there. Just stunning. Goes into blue as well. See that blue there? Really blotchy, lovely colours that are emerging here. There are some spots of sand, not gonna lie, but hopefully those will come out in the wash. Hard to know really. It's such a solid stone. You can see on this side there's plenty of sand, but let's keep going. I'm going to do a couple of more minutes on this side. Let's keep it up. I'm not going particularly hard on this, but yeah, it is interesting that like sand in the middle there. It's kind of curious. Looks like at an angle. Maybe does it go into this side a little bit as well? Hard to know. Might have to get the hand tool on this. I'm going to touch this up a little bit more. Then we're going to switch on to the hand tool just to see. How's that going with the colours? Oh, there's some quite nice colour there. There's a bright teal. Yeah, there's a lot of colour. Actually, I'm quite liking that, to be honest. Quite. Not as good as this side. Of course. Not yet, anyway. But it is a good start. Just look right there. It's there's some nice lights on there, but it's the it's those sand parts that are annoying me. So I'm going to use the hand tool just for a moment, and we're just going to turn it on. Zoom out a little bit, just so you can see what I'm doing. Sorry if there's a little bit of a shake in the camera. So we're going to just touch inside, just to see if, you know, how deep does this sand actually go. Let's stay a bit safe here, because the dust, opal dust, is dangerous, which I've obviously found out of late. So we don't want too much of that. Yeah, because obviously, oh whoopsies, I thought I was on camera there, folks, apologies. I tried a few different things at the same time, work on this stone and sort of make sure that it's in shot and lit and whatnot. directing, filming, and starring myself in this production. I hope the audience is liking it. We're going to rinse it a little bit, so just bear with me. Rinsing sound. There we go. That's a nice bit of blue there. It's coming through. Not so much luck with the sandy parts of this stone. They seem to be going in quite far. Sorry, again we're off shot. I'll zoom out a little bit and then you can see a bit better what I'm doing, hopefully. Yeah, so there's quite a lot of sand on this part, and it really goes into this side, which is just pure. It's almost like a beach we've got on this side, which is interesting compared to, you know, the colors and whatnot on the other side. It's really something different. So let's just see if we can wipe some of this off. Okay, we've gotten rid of the sand, some of it, not all of it, certainly some of it, and there's colour underneath, which is fabulous. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, I can see some colour there. So hopefully we can do the same with this little bit here. Appreciate this isn't easy to see. There is a lot of sand. I'm trying to have to rinse this every now and again. Right, well, let's just take a quick look. Let's zoom in now and just take a look about what we've established here. Well, that colour there that you can see, get my handy pointer out. So this had a bit more sand a minute ago, but you can see there's a nice bit of red there now, reddy orange, which is quite cool at the top. See if I can get it a bit drier, and you also see colour there, which is fantastic, and there's some blue there, so you see colour where there was once sand. That's the kind of pattern I'm looking for. And there's some greens here where there was a bit of sand. There's still a little bit, but I'm confident that this is going to go, because look at that colour at the top. It's worth zooming in on this actually. Yeah, look, it goes green, yellow, green, yellow, red, pinky red. It's cool. And you got some teal to the left of it. So yeah, it's good news actually, that there's some colour there. So we've done a bit of, I did mention that I was going to touch on this. This is the quality side so far. This is what you might call the face. And if this were vertical, it would be a bit like a Christmas tree. You know, you've got your lights on it. We haven't touched on this either. I'm going to focus a bit of time on this because liking the colour, a bit concerned about the sand spot in the middle there. But we'll try not to think about that. So we will use the machine again, and we'll just touch on those two sides I've just mentioned. Whoopsies, I've got to turn on the water, which was previously turned off. Okay, right. Excuse me, just give me a moment. Okay, let's move the light. So we're in lights, camera, action, all that jazz. Okay, now we're on the back. We're working the back. The water isn't going on for some reason. Come on, water. That's a bit unusual. Okay, well, we've got some water coming. Not a huge amount. Wow, that colour's coming, isn't it? Jeez Louise, that colour's getting better. Alright, yeah, I'm happy to keep going with this. slightly concerned about the water not getting much through. I'm going to have to go with that for now. Something I'll need to fix a bit later on. Nevertheless, in the meantime, whoa, we're getting some really cool colour here. Not looking to stop anytime soon. Wow, lovely, lovely, really, really stunning colour. Just great colour. Oh wow, I'm so glad we've done this. This is great. Apologies if you can't see everything here. Try and move this over a notch. There we go. You wouldn't believe I did a film degree with you. It's a bit embarrassing. Nevertheless, we are where we are, and we are getting some colour here, folks. I'm not underestimating it, but we are getting some fantastic colour. Right, I'm going to turn off the water for now, and I'm just going to show you what sort of colour we're getting. Whoops, that's not going to do it. Okay, there we go. It's really good. This is the back as well. We do have a touch of sand there, but more and more colour is approaching. This sand bit is a bit annoying. You may have to use the Dremel on that, the hand tool. Nevertheless, some really nice colour. So we've done this side, we've gotten rid of a bit of sand here. Some cool colour emerging. The top, we've got some really cool proper rainbow stuff going on here with this line. It's got 5 or 6 colours just in that. Might zoom in there because it's anyone that likes bright rainbow colours is not going to be disappointed here. You know, we've got blues, reds. That's it. That's what I was looking for. Orange, green. Just so many colours. It's just incredible. A little bit directional. Tiny bit directional, but nevertheless very good. And when it hits, it really hits, doesn't it? Whoa. Beautiful pinks, purples, reds. Okay, now as promised, we are going to look at this face. We're going to do it lightly. I'm slightly concerned about, you know, we've got a bit of sand emerging up here. Slight concern. We've also got some bits down here emerging as well. Slightly annoying. So we're just going to use the light wheel. Whoopsies. See if we can get this. That's it. Okay. I'll have to fix the main water, but we've got this other water that I can utilise for a moment or two. If we can turn it on. Come on, buddy. Oh, we've got some problems with water here. I'll just pause this video, sorry, 1 second. Or we can look at some nice opal in the meantime, while I fix my water problems. You guys can be looking at the dazzling lights of this, while I simultaneously try and fix the water. Not going to work. I'm going to have to just pause this. Sorry guys, 1 sec. Okay, we're in business. I've got it working. So only a momentary stopping in proceedings. We did say we would touch on this. I am going to look at this side of the stone more so. Just have more of an interest at the moment in that side of the stone. Although it'd be nice if there's more colour there as well. So why don't we have a bit of a touch there as well. Doesn't hurt, does it? Hopefully not, anyway. Wow, this is just dream to work with, really, this stone. Not very much sand, touch wood. Boats of colour, and it's gorgeous colour as well. It's stunning, and it's an interesting pattern. You know, they're in lines mostly. To me, it really looks like an autumn Christmas tree, and it's looking more and more sort of sparkly and outstanding the more that we work with it. It's a journey. Can't do everything in one day. Rome wasn't built in a day and all that. So I'm happy to be here and sharing it with you. I'm not seeing much on this side with this. I was hoping we might get some more colour in this potchy side of things, but no, that's not the case so far. Not as much, but we have seen a sparkling and a brightening up on this side of the stone. It's gotten really bright. Outstanding. Okay, well, and this has gotten obviously really good as well on the back. So I'll just touch it up a little bit more on the back. And then I'll turn off the water, and now that I've got it working ironically, turn off the water in the machine, and we'll do a bit of a walk around the stone for a moment. And then we'll call it quits for today. Get on the top. That's good. Alright, let's turn off the water. And then we will come back and have a quick tour of this beautiful, beautiful Christmas tree opal. That's the main bit. Whoopsies. This white has expanded, it looks like. I need to check that. It's gotten a bit more potchy, so I'm going to be mindful of that. Anyway, the colours are still beautiful, aren't they? Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. The top, we're adding a bit of colour here, which is nice. And the side, we've added some colour and gotten rid of a bit of sand, which I'm happy with. And the bottom also. At some point in the future, I'm going to need to think about some of these cracks. There are some cracks in this, or they look like cracks. There's one there. And sand. There is some sand. There's obviously boatload there. And now we've got potch on the face, which is starting to, this white sort of potchy thingy-majig. There is some colour in it. If I zoom in, you can see, yeah, there is some colour in it, which is nice. Not as much on this right-hand side here. Doesn't look like it. I actually prefer the dark side. Not the dark side of the Force in Star Wars, but I prefer darker, bolder opal than the sort of white stuff. You can get that in abundance in other areas of, of Australia. Okie dokie. Well, I hope you've enjoyed today. I've enjoyed making it. And still areas of potential on this stone. At some point we need to come to a decision about how we're going to shape and cut it as well. Yeah, there's an obvious bit here, strong beauty there. So maybe on another video I need to think about working around this bit to see if this expands, because it's a little bit lower than the bits around it, which could mean that there's more gem below it. Anywho, hope you've enjoyed this video, and hope you've enjoyed your weekend so far, wherever you are in the world. Let me know where you are in the world in the comments if you can, and I always welcome hearing back from my audience. So jump in the comments, let me know what you think about the video, about the stone I'm working on, and yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Obviously, if you like this stone and other stones on my YouTube channel, then do think about subscribing, because you'll see more. You'll see how these stones are going. If you don't subscribe, the chances are you might not be able to see the videos or from these stones again. But yeah, anyway, have a great day and take care. Bye.